What's going on, everybody? I'm back on another video. So this is my another attempt at getting Breyson on here. I'm dying to talk to him. He's been dying to video chat with me, and I really do, but he never got a chance to video chat. So hopefully he's available. Um, man, like I would love to talk to him. Like he's really dope. Okay, hopefully this time he'll be able to join. He did say he has a cell phone, so that's great. But I'm just really want to talk to him because, man, like we haven't. Because, man, this would be such a nice thing for both of us. I mean, he's like really. I would not do it. I was hoping to do one before school started for him, but now he's back in school. This is like the best day to do a hangout because it's Friday, and this is when kids are out of school for the weekend. So hopefully, he can join me because I am like really, really, really want to talk to him so bad. So yeah, Breyson watching. That's good. I hate when you last streams on myself because it's so boring, so quick. Right here, I'll be like wondering what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, I might have to. Okay, so that was Breyson. YouTube account. He was letting me know he has his birthday party, so that's good news. So I won't be here on myself too long. That's good. But just in case he didn't get my link, I'm send him again. Yeah, I'm probably gonna really have to edit this because I'm like dead silent. I'm like dead silent. Okay, here's my mom called me. Right. Yeah. Lord have mercy, man. Yeah. So I really want to do this hangout. Hopefully he joins. 'Cause, man, I would love to start on this like right now. All right, but thank you, God. Thank you for letting me know that you're on, that you exist, because I would have been so disappointed if I've been doing this for like 30 minutes and never like comment on the video like I would be. So thank you, Cyrus, for letting me know you're are still alive. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be at your cousin's house, but you know, I'll be here, for a while. Just don't be alone too long because, you know, just don't be alone too long. That's all I gotta say. Because I only got up to 8 hours on this thing. I mean, I know you're not gonna take that long, but still, I'll be shooting for like 2, 3 hours and you still haven't showed up. So that's why I'm just like, please don't take too long. I mean, right now I've been shooting for like 19 minutes, so it's not too bad. But I don't like doing live streams where where I'm just like by myself for like a long period of time. Like I don't like to like when I do hangouts, I like to know I'm with somebody the moment I start live streaming. You know. So, but with that being said, um, I'm happy to be doing this. Again, Breyson is just like an amazing, man. I have so much fun talking to him about WWE and stuff, and about school or whatever. I mean, he's really a smart kid, and I know I'm gonna have a great conversation with him on YouTube. I mean, you won't believe this kid is only like 8.5 years old. Like you won't believe it, like because just because the conversations we have are just so intellectual. I'm just like, wow. So I'm excited. I really am. I'm gonna have so much fun talking to him about whatever we talk about, and I'm just happy. I just had a great day today, man. I upload my book to a great space, so it's gonna take a while for it to upload. So right now, what I'm just gonna be like, while he's doing his thing, I'm just gonna be checking my email and you know see how everything's going with my book, like, cause my because right now I'm just like I really want to have an awesome book. My book is like so like I worked so hard on to make my book like stand out among the rest, and I pray this book does well. I pray that we just a lot of people, especially young people, and I'm just really excited, about the future. and what purpose. Okay, so far nothing about my book yet. Yeah, Gmail looks so different on an update. Just looking up my book on CreateSpace. Okay, oh wow, so Breyson is different. Alright, right, so let me see if I can take a. Oh, okay, nice. So this is how CreateSpace works, okay. So CreateSpace store is a little different. So even though CreateSpace is owned by Amazon, it's different because you like unlike Amazon, you have to like search up you have to use a search bar to find like whatever book you look for, whereas Amazon, like you just type up. I mean, you could just go to books and you already see books, you know, like available on the market, and then you just type up the specific book. Whereas CreateSpace, you gotta type up the book. You gotta go to store and then type up whatever book is on there. So it's a little bit confusing, but I just see why people. CreateSpace is more for the creator, whereas with Amazon is more for the consumer. I think that's why I just you know publish my book on both sites, so that way, for those who prefer CreateSpace can buy CreateSpace, for those who prefer it on Amazon can buy it on Amazon. But they plan on merging the two soon, so I'm not sure how it'll affect my price because I make my price on CreateSpace cheaper than Amazon because I figure with Amazon, I think it's cheaper. So this is on a different platform, and I heard CreateSpace is better for content creators than Amazon KP is. Yeah, I'm just like rambling right now, but again, I wasn't expecting this slash to go this way, but then again, I have done live streams, I had done hangouts where nobody joined for like 30 to 40 minutes, and I was like, oh my goodness, what am I doing with my life? I'm just like talking to myself on these live streams. So, enjoy the ride, people. Okay, cool. All right. So let me add him on here. Breyson is back. All right, so let me add him on here. Hold on. So go to Hangouts. Yeah, I think the reason why he couldn't join last time because he didn't have a cell phone. All right, so let me add him on here. So, okay, let me add him on here. All right, so he accepted. Now let me send him over here. So let me place him on. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm still right here for him to join. Alright, see he gets the link. Oh, look who it is. Here it is. So,
Oh, hey, Mario.
oh, MTG. How's it going?
Doing good. As you can see, I haven't been on the website much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know, just let everyone know, just in case they don't know where I am.
Oh, okay. I understand. Like, I know he's back in school and whatever. It can be hectic.
Yeah. Just let everyone know I'm taking a long break off from the site, so I won't be there on there till further notice. I don't know when I'm gonna come back, so
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's okay. I mean, like, I haven't really been on the site myself that much either. I've been like really busy.
yeah.
I'm wrote my new book. I'm like, really just learning, really just kind of. I don't want to say entrepreneur yet, but kind of learning the ways of being an entrepreneur, like online. You know, with, I just found this website called PayHip where I can like create my own store, my own digital store. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been like, you know, growing my YouTube channel. I finally reached 100. I finally reached 100 subs, as you can tell.
Yeah.
It took me forever. Oh my god.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my
Congratulations.
god. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So now that I've reached over 100 subs, I can create my own YouTube link. So if I want to show people where my channel is at, they just type in youtube.com/, Mario Walker instead of just have to type my name hoping they'll find my channel.
Yeah. Bruh, I'm so loaded this semester. I have like 2 classes that have, and each of those classes have a lab, and then I have an econ class, and I have a discrete math class, and I'm like, goodness, I got so much studying to do this semester. So I'm really, really busy right now.
All right, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna be on the like. I'm not gonna really be on there. Like this past, I haven't really been active really that much as I used to. I mean, ever since I stopped doing the like hangouts with you guys, I've kind of just been like off the forum sites. Like I still be on there, but I'm not as active as I was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. I only came back online because Slim was leaving the site. When I noticed that, I logged back on just to say goodbye to him, and I posted a few more comments. But other than that, I'm taking a long break from this site. I'll be back. I'll be back eventually, but not anytime soon.
Yeah, but I did make a thread about I did make a thread about. I'm not sure if you saw this thread. It was earlier today. I made a thread about it was their saying about. Do you remember when Master P was like, big? I basically was talking to Spiral Cab because he's from New Orleans. I was saying, hey, do you remember when Master P was like at his peak?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was in a '90s thread. It was in a '90s subthread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm having a good semester in college so far over at Kennesaw State. Like, I've been around the campus a lot more this time than I was last year. Like, I'm going on the main campus more, and I'm eating. Cause see, there are two campuses at my school, and it's in two separate cities. So, like, it's a little bit down the road to get to the main campus, and most of my classes have been at the smaller campus. But I've been going to the main campus a lot more now, which is much bigger and it has more places to eat and stuff like that and more places to hang around. And over at the main campus, they have a really good place to eat. And it's like one of the top food courts in the world when it comes to colleges and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but I'm glad you're enjoying your new semester. I mean, I know the person who was on that my birthday hangout, Evan, he's in college now, so so yeah.
Okay. Oh, when was your birthday hangout again? Oh, yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
back in June. Remember
Oh, yeah,
you
Evan. Yeah, did you just start college this year or last
yeah,
year?
this year,
This year. Okay.
yeah, like a few weeks ago. So but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, yeah, man. But I'm happy for you, man. Like, so you're gonna get your the bachelor's pretty soon, right?
Yeah, well, actually, I still got like two more years.
Yeah, I'm planning on going back because I did community college route like you did, but reason I'm not going back now because right now I'm kind of in a student loan situation and I don't want to be in no more debt. I ain't trying, and then I ain't trying to be no more debt, and and then also I'm just like really trying to like grow, build my brand with my poetry stuff. So that's why I've just been really been focusing on my channel. That's why I kind of been like off the forum sites myself.
Oh yeah, keep working hard, man. Keep pursuing your dreams.
Yeah, and
You know.
man, like, cause like I'm really studying, I'm really learning how to be an entrepreneur. Like ever since I've been like just watching YouTube videos of like like how to like learn about digital marketing and stuff. Like I'm really learning about that. Reading books. Like I'm actually reading like audiobooks about how to build your personal brand on like YouTube and social media.
Oh, oh yeah, and speaking of the oh, what's up with your mic?
Oh, oh, sorry. It's probably me. I just moved around.
Okay, okay, but remember that girl I showed you that time, the professional painter I showed you that time.
Oh yeah. So what's the name? Alkine
Yeah.
Paint.
Yes, and also she does poetry too, like not just paintings, but like like it's so weird. Like she was motivated to paint from like the young kid age, and like she would get up at 4 a.m. in the morning from like age 7 and up. Like she like seriously just to like paint all day. Like it's crazy, and she had to be homeschooled because of her passion to paintings and stuff like that.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. You can go read, you can go like researching her all over the internet and just read her story. It's real simple. So, you know. But she did poetry too. She didn't just do paintings, which I didn't realize till later on.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice. Yeah, but man, yeah, man. But hopefully, have you talked to Captain lately? Captain 97.
The last time we talked to him was the last live stream he did.
Yeah, because we haven't done a live stream because he haven't done live stream in a while either. Because last time he did live stream was about a month
Three
ago.
week. It was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was me, you, Nerdy, and I think Jacqueline was there.
Rainbows was there too.
Oh yeah, we was talking about What was I think you said TV shows from like the 2000s or whatever.
Yeah. See, I think that was the stream where I could that stream, the last one he did, I could only come on for a little bit because I was busy doing stuff in my house, so I couldn't get on there as much. But I
Yeah,
just came in for a little bit that time.
yeah, but it was cool that you joined though. It was yeah, but it was so cool that at the end of the live stream we were still talking for like a good another hour. Me, you, and Nerdy.
Oh yeah, like when the live stream goes off the air. Yeah,
Yeah,
because like there's one stream where it was just Nerdy and I, and when it went off the air, we were able to talk about like certain stuff that we didn't really want to talk about during the like live stream. So
oh
like
yeah, yeah. 'Cause I know we talk about politics a lot, and we know how YouTube is when you have a more conservative,
yeah,
stuff.
that gets annoying. And speaking of that, did you hear about what happened to all of Alex Jones' social media stuff? How like the internet and like the FBI, like I don't know if it was the FBI or not, but his Twitter account, his YouTube account, his LinkedIn, his iTunes, everything he had was taken down all at once. That was insane. Even though I don't agree with a lot of Alex Jones'
Yeah,
views and stuff, it's kind of creepy that all of his stuff was taken down at once because it kind of means that do we really have free speech in this country now? It's almost like there are some like there's some like a lot of the mainstream media outlets it favors the far left. Like I'm serious. Like, and this is no offense to people on the left side or those who are liberals, but it's really the truth. Like, for example, like ABC's networks and stuff, they favor the liberal media most of the time. So, hey, you're there.
oh yeah, I'm still here.
But yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
it's nothing wrong with having like conservative views or liberal views. To me, I've always had a mixture of both conservative and liberal views. I lean slightly more left, but I'm moderate overall. So
that's
like,
how I am too. Like, I mean, ever since his last election, I've kind of been like in the middle. I don't really consider myself a left wing person. I just like I'm in the middle. I like to say I like to think of myself more as like you are in the middle.
yeah, because see, I feel like to me, based off how I've grown up, it's like I'm seeing more. So ever since the Trump era now, it's almost like you have to have identity politics now. You have to either be far right or far left, but
And
that's
speaking of Trump, I was watching the. I'm not sure if you saw the Aretha Franklin funeral on BET today, but
oh
this.
yeah, my actually my family had that on the whole time. Jennifer Hudson was
Yeah.
performing. She was singing this kind of gospel soul song.
Yeah.
So
So like this one guy, he was talking about Trump. He was saying Trump. Aretha Franklin worked for Trump. Aretha Franklin, she worked above Trump. You know, they was talking about Trump quite a bit in our funeral because of Eric Dyson and I think Al Sharpton mentioned his name. You know, because she actually saw for Trump. You know, when he was like when he was like more focused on his hotels and stuff. I think the Trump Towers and stuff. So she actually sung for Trump, Aretha Franklin, and a lot of people felt like a lot of people was mad at Trump for saying for when he said she worked for him. I'm like,
yeah, because the funeral is it still on or did it go
it
off
went off like an hour ago.
an hour ago? It was on for several hours. It was on since like 10 a.m. or maybe even earlier than that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was on for like at least 6 hours for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, like the Martin Luther King service, those are long. Those are long too, but this funeral was much longer than that. So, you know,
Dang.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
man. That's
But I
crazy.
mean, hey, she deserved it because
Yeah, she lived a long time. She touched so many, like, man, just like when people say, because like I didn't hear, I never heard anything bad about Aretha Franklin. Like Aretha Franklin, like everything I hear about Aretha Franklin, like man, she could sing. She was a good person. Like you never hear anything bad about Aretha Franklin. Like she was like truly live up to her name, Queen of Soul.
oh yeah, definitely. And see, my mom said she was like her idol when she was like a little kid in New York, and even for those who even before she was born, she was already big then.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, she's like 80 something. So yeah, she was big in like the 60s and whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And my
Yes.
mom was born in 1968.
Oh yeah.
So
So by the time your mom was born, she was like huge. She was like, I don't know. She like, cause back in those '60s, like I was, cause yesterday they talked about Michael Jackson, cause yesterday he was supposed to be 6 years old. Michael Jackson,
oh yeah,
had
yeah.
he still been alive. So they was talking about Michael Jackson, how when he started, how Injustice 5 started, they was limited to the black market. They called it the Chitlin circuit. Like they only had to play for like black, clubs, whatever, up until Michael like went solo, and then they decided he did to branch out to more pop instead of just being like R&B and soul, whatever. So Aretha Frank was kind of in that same boat, but then around then I think RSP ECT kind of branched her out to the more general music, general audience, like the white audience.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, interesting funeral because my family, yeah, my sisters had it on and my mom they had it on downstairs. So yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I was listening to radio, like the radio station, the sports radio station in my area. But yeah, I saw it on downstairs. I looked at some of it. So I saw when I went downstairs, I saw Jennifer Hudson on. You know, you've heard.
yeah, yeah. I seen her. I seen Fantasia. I seen. There was a lot of people. I seen. I seen. It was it was a lot of people. Jesse Jackson was there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Eric Dyson. Yeah, a lot of like black, a lot of big black celebrities. Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah, Tyler Perry. I saw him too. I saw him too.
Oh man, what's funny? Like this thing, yeah, Tyler Perry, man. Like most of his movies are based out of Georgia, Atlanta area.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like,
That's
I mean, I thought he was from Atlanta until I found out he was actually born in Louisiana.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
He'll be 49 this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he still looks good though. He doesn't look like any that
Oh
much
yeah,
different
he
than they.
doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know he grew. I mean, when he first got, I mean, he didn't have a beard. I mean, he didn't grow a beard till he's like 40.
Yeah. Tyler Perry's been around for a long time.
Like since the late '90s.
Early 90s,
Oh
mid
yeah,
90s.
yeah. But his career like took off when I think I do bad myself came out. That's when his career just like
Yeah, yeah.
really took off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Tyler Perry. TD Jakes was there too. I forgot.
TD Jakes.
Yeah, TD Jakes was there. Yeah, it was a lot of a lot of black celebrities, man. Like,
Yeah, TD Jakes, the pastor. Yeah, I
yeah, he's a
remember.
pastor of a church in Texas. Yeah,
Yeah. Dallas, Texas, correct, right? Yeah, cause
yeah,
my mom used to watch him a lot on TBN back then. So yeah, yeah, I didn't even know TG Jakes was there, but it was a lot of major black icons who were there. Definitely.
even Farrakhan's Muslim. Even he was there. He was in the front too.
Yeah.
He was in the front row.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man. This is. Oh yeah, I forgot. Did you see a thread? They actually made a thread about on this Aretha Franklin's death.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I haven't been online on this website for a while, with the exception of since August started and since my classes began, I haven't been on a lot, with the exception of when Slim's thread was created. And I also didn't even see the John McCain thread
Oh
created
yeah,
on
he
there
died
either.
like 3 days ago. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's crazy though. He passed. I mean, we knew he was old, but dang.
10 years later. You know what? Because because my younger sister was born in August 2008. She just turned 10 recently.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh that's your.
So,
Oh yeah. I forgot you say good. Oh dang.
yep. So,
My brother was born in 2008. Wow, that's crazy. 2008 was 10 years ago.
yeah. 10 years later, look, this is what was
And
going on 10 years ago. Oh, the election between Barack Obama and John McCain, which was lit and it was historical. 10 years
oh
later,
yeah,
Barack Obama is out now and his hair is gray now. And like,
and McCain,
and then
yeah.
John McCain is dead. And then my sister's 10 years old. So,
Speaking of that, thank you for mentioning that. Okay, remember I said I'm not sure if you read this, but remember I like quoted you on a thread, and I said I'd actually talk to 2009 born. I actually had like a legit conversation with 2009 born.
he too young to be online, but
Yes, it's
way too young.
too young, but man, they're everywhere. Like what Raymond says, there's 2010s born on like Roblox and YouTube on crap. I'm like, dang.
There's more younger kids on YouTube now because of see social media. There are younger and younger kids on social media now than it was back then. And you look at the crazy stuff you have access to if you have your own computer. All you do is just search it, and there you go. So
Yeah. So I met this kid. I was like, I mean, I knew he was a little kid, but I was like, are you born what year? He said, I'm born 2009. And I'm like, we talk about wrestling. I'm like, you know about wrestling? You know more about wrestling at 8 than I did at 13. I'm like, holy crap, social media, man, that's everything, yo. I would not, you know everything there is to know about WWE. You know about WWE, like,
I mean,
well,
I got on the internet before when I started getting on the internet when I was 6. But see, here's the thing: for throughout my childhood, I had a curfew. I was timed like if I was when I got on the computer when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, my parents would only allow me to be on there for like an hour or an
yeah,
hour and a half, and then I'd have to get off, and that was it. And when I was on there, I had to choose wisely. Should I play my disc and play my game, or should I like go online to one of the kid websites? And the thing is, back then it was Web 1.0 and not the
yeah,
2.0 thing. See, Web 2.0 is like social media, which means you're able to like edit
yeah,
your own page and stuff like that. That's what Web 2.0 is. Web 1.0, the website's done for you and you do what you do on there. Like, for
yeah,
example, like shockwave.com, the kid stations, the websites they had, or like when you just get on just the games you did online as a kid, like that's Web 1.0. Like the Web 1.0 stuff back then, that's not really social media. It's nothing
yeah,
compared to
that's like,
today.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, well, we should be Web 3.0 by now, because Web 2.0 started in like mid 2000s. We should be
Yeah.
3.0 now.
And see, even then, it was just MySpace for teens
Yeah,
and Facebook for college students, and that was it.
yeah, because like 2.0 is like, when I think of Web 2.0, I think of like broadband, like when broadband took over,
Yeah.
and
And,
Web 1.0 is like dial up,
yeah. And see, even then, even though you had Web 2.0 sites in the mid 2000s, it really wasn't until the late, when YouTube came up, that's when it really established
yeah,
itself, when you
yeah.
had both YouTube and MySpace at the same time. And I think 2006 was the year YouTube
Because
and MySpace kicked off the early social media
yeah,
era.
I mean, because
So,
MySpace was already big in '05, but like '06, that's when it's like one of the
yeah.
biggest websites on the internet. And YouTube, ever since Google bought them, they became the largest. They dodged down on the internet since Google purchased them in late
Oh, yeah.
'06. They just took over the internet. Like once Google owns you, you set for life basically. That's how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because Yahoo was gonna buy YouTube when the creators of YouTube was gonna sell it, but I think I don't know what happened. I think they turned Yahoo down. They said let's try Google, and then they did that video on YouTube. It's still on YouTube today. When they said we still not coming to YouTube, it's still on YouTube today too. It was from 2006. They was drinking coffee and they was saying we just sold. We just made like I forgot, like $1 million deal to Google or whatever.
Yeah. And see, back then, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it was just when we were kids, we were only using Web 1.0 sites. And then and we didn't start using Web 2.0 until like MySpace at the earliest when we got in middle school, right?
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
here's the thing. Like, when we took photos back then with the old phones compared to today, the quality was terrible. Like, oh my
it's
goodness.
oh my gosh, don't Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. But yeah, man, you are so right though. Like it's crazy how technology just evolved. Like like I mean, I mean, it seems like again, it seemed like everything once we got to like the late 2000s, that's when everything changed. That's why so hard for us to believe that 2008 was a decade ago, because like that's when all this stuff was starting. Like in 2008, when all this like smartphones, social media, all this like high tech society, was kind of like in this infancy. It was kind of like in
Yeah,
2008, the
yeah.
iPhone was a year
I
old.
feel like I feel like the transition years into the 20 teens were 2008 to 2010, in my
Yeah,
opinion. I
I
think,
agree with you on that one
yeah,
because
I think 2000. I think the transition started in 2008 and it was completed by the 09-10 school year.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, because I feel, cause I think I
Yeah,
said this.
in other words, our seventh and eighth grade years were the
Yeah,
transitions into the
yeah,
20 teens.
yeah. Because I
Boom.
think I mentioned this. I'll say, yeah, when 2010 started, like by that summer, I felt like we was in a new decade.
Definitely.
By the time summer 2010 hit, like everybody, like I remember when I was visiting New York, my family in New York, like everybody I saw had a BlackBerry. I was like, yeah, we in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Facebook, everybody had a Facebook. I was like, what's going on? Everybody, Twitter was becoming like really popular by the time.
And also MySpace was dead too by that
Yeah,
point.
yeah. And then once we get to late 2010, everybody in my school had a like touchscreen phone. I was like, well, yeah, we in a new decade now. We in a new
Yeah.
decade, definitely. So yeah, 2010 was definitely a good year to start the decade. But 2012, I definitely could see why people say 2012 is like the year 2010s really like took off. 20,
Yeah, yeah. And see, 2012 was also, if you look at the movies, when I look back at 2010, 2011, the only pop cultural things that still felt 2000s and of late 2000s, of course, would be the movies. Like the movies in 2010, 2011 were still holdovers from the 2000s, but then 2012, when you got 2012 is when Avengers came out. That's when Ted came out, and you had the Hunger Games, the
yeah.
Hobbit, you had 21 Jump Street, and you
Oh
had,
yeah.
yeah, see,
You had
2012 was the year we were pretty much in the 20 teens culturally for the
yeah,
movies.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then
I can go research, but I think the best year for movies of this decade was 2013. 2013 was
Nerdy
lit.
Gamer will agree with you on that. Nerdy will agree with you on that.
Yeah, 20. Let me go search 2013. 2013, I was at the movies a lot. In 2013, I hated 2013 for my personal life because it was my junior year. And for some reason that summer I was kind of jinxed multiple times. But fall 2013, when my senior year started, that's when things got better. But when I look back at 2013, you had World War Z, you had Iron Man 3. I love Iron Man 3. That was a great movie. You had 12 Years a Slave,
Oh,
Pacific
I was
Rim was
about to
great.
say that. I remember that movie. I remember when that movie came out, like that summer. It was like,
I watched Pacific Rim with my dad. That was a really good movie.
yeah.
Hunger
Uh,
Games, Catching Fire,
uh,
Frozen.
I remember Kevin Hart made his stand-up special that year. Let me
Yeah,
explain.
yeah,
Oh yeah, he made that special. He said, "I'm Madison Square Garden." He was crying at the end too. Like he was emotional. He was crying
yeah.
because he's like, man, I'm at Madison Square Garden." He was happy about that. What
And
else came out that year?
this is the end.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was, now that movie I didn't see in the theaters. I saw when it
Oh,
was on TV, but that was from 2013. That was good. And
and
then
and, and we also got the infamous Frozen came out back then.
Frozen. Yeah, Frozen was like, mm, okay. What would you, if you would consider, I don't know what you consider as the best Renaissance movie of the 90s, or the quintessential Renaissance movie of the 90s, but to me it would be between Beauty and the Beast or Lion King.
Oh
Frozen
yeah.
was like the quintessential movie, like
Or like
what do you call it?
the 2010s Disney 3D animate. Well, I don't know because I know it's not Pixar. It's Disney 3D animation studio. I don't know. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. the Disney revival. I think
Yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah, because Frozen, it was huge. Like Frozen, like kids still talk about Frozen. I think Frozen is probably as big as I think Frozen as far as like the toy, the merch, it's probably as big as Cars was in like '06. Like I'm dead
Yeah.
serious. Because I remember my niece was like obsessed with Frozen like for like 2 years. So
Yeah, the honestly, I think the quintessential Pixar movie of the 2000s. Honestly, I would say it's between Finding Nemo or The
yeah,
Incredibles, but I would lean
I would
towards
even want
Finding
yeah,
Nemo.
exactly because Nemo was a lot more
Cause
bigger.
see, here's the thing about The Incredibles. The Incredibles, it appealed to a wide audience, but The Incredibles was like specifically the superhero genre. I think Finding Nemo had a more cultural
Yeah,
impact when it came to the
yeah,
Pixar
yeah,
movies.
it did. Because like here's a little confession for you guys. I don't really enjoy the Incredibles that much when it was out.
I mean,
I was more of a Nemo guy, Nemo
yeah,
type of guy. Like the
yeah.
Incredibles, it was okay, but I enjoyed Nemo and
But my favorite Pixar movie is The Incredibles, but I still would agree that Finding Nemo had more cultural impact. See, Toy Story was more towards the beginning
yeah,
of Toy Story had it was more towards the beginning of Pixar, and it changed the animation industry. But
yeah,
when it comes to the peak of Pixar, it would be Finding Nemo.
for sure.
Yeah,
I agree with you
yeah,
on that because '03. I still remember watching it back in '03. I still remember like back in
yeah.
'03. Yeah, I actually watched it twice in theaters, man. That's how big it was. I actually seen it twice in theaters.
But yeah, but my favorite Renaissance movie of the '90s is The Lion King. But I'd say it's hard because the reason I say the biggest cultural Renaissance movies of the '90s would be between Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King's because you have to have a princess in there. Like you have to have a princess. Come on now. So I'd say when it comes to the top princess of the Renaissance movies, I think it goes to Beauty and the Beast, although it's debatable. You could say Jasmine from Aladdin too.
Yeah,
Cause see, it's weird because like, when it came to Toon Disney, I know when it came to Toon Disney, like the two Renaissance movies that were turned into series was The Little Mermaid and Aladdin. And of course you had Princess Jasmine and Ariel. So like, you saw Princess Jasmine and Ariel everywhere. But the
yeah,
Beauty and the Beast princess, you saw her, but she didn't have
yeah,
her own series. So it's kind
yeah,
of very difficult for me to
yeah,
choose because there were so many good Renaissance movies, but
yeah.
The Lion King, whew, that had a
Like,
huge cultural
I mean, it
impact. I
did.
mean,
They made 1.5. They made Lion King 2. So
yeah,
Lion King,
and they had Timon and Pumbaa
yeah.
too.
I mean,
So the Lion
Lion King
King,
was definitely a contender for sure. And then you said even though I wasn't born in '94, it still impacted me. I remember you said
same
that.
here, same
I
here.
mean, I didn't really. I mean, for me, I didn't really watch Lion King that much growing up. For me, I mean, I was more into Pixar movies, but like I did watch some Renaissance movies. Like I did watch Tarzan, which that was like the last of that era. I did watch whatever Renaissance movie, Beauty and the Beast. I do have VHS tape of that. I
Yeah,
didn't really watch that many Renaissance movies, so I can't
yeah.
really
I
say.
see.
I don't really
That's
have
the
an
thing.
opinion on
I was
that.
very lucky to watch a lot of Renaissance movies because not only we had a lot on VHS, but we also had. I also again I watched Toon Disney a lot too.
Oh yeah,
When I was, especially when I was like 6 to 8, I watched a lot of Toon Disney then. So like the movies were replayed on there and Disney Channel itself. So I got to watch those over and over again. So, but back to the 2013 movies, like I said, Frozen was probably definitely the
yeah.
biggest.
That was huge.
Yeah.
And then since we mentioned Tyler Perry earlier, he made a Medea movie, the Christmas one.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I remember watching that in theaters. Yo, that movie, Larry the Cable Guy did his thing in that movie. He had me rolling.
yeah,
Cause his base, cause like the girl in the movie, the lady in the movie, she married this white man who lived in like Alabama, and he lived in like the very like trailer park section of Alabama, And Medea was like, and they got chased by KKK. I was like, wow, this movie is wild.
Oh yeah.
And then
And
Medea had to be a substitute teacher. I'm like, oh, no way. Off the bat.
oh
I
yeah.
was like, oh no, oh snap,
Oh
don't do
man, and also another movie I mentioned before, Hunger Games Catching Fire and The Hobbit,
yeah.
the desolation of Smug. Yeah, that's the thing about The Hobbit and the Hunger Games. You had the first movies in 2012, and then the following year in 2013, the next ones came out. So that was cool. We didn't have to wait extra time for those. Thor: Dark World. I love that movie. Of course, of course, the Marvel movies. Come on
Yeah,
now.
I mean, that Marvel, they pretty much ruled this decade. Marvel's
Yeah.
pretty much Disney of 2010s. Like every year this decade, they made like a hit movie.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, Disney bought Marvel in 2009, so Marvel then wasn't owned by Disney all that time up until that year. So, and then there's some more 2013 movies. Oh, you know what? The Great Gatsby remake.
Yeah,
Because when I was and what's funny is that in 2013, when I was in lit class, I was in lit class in 2013. We watched the old Great Gatsby movie shortly around the same time the remake came out. And I love the Great Gatsby because we read the book in lit class and
and
we watched the old movie.
and
So,
you talk about Brit lit, like British literature.
actually American lit.
Oh, really? It sounds more like British. Oh, really? It's American?
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, well, I mean, we read it in American lit and we watched the old movie. The old
Uh,
movie cuz the 2013 movie was the remake, because
yeah.
I think there was one from the 70s too. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting. So, yeah. Oh, that's nice. My favorite year, for as far as this decade goes
yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
my bad, the 1974 movie, that was the one we watched.
Oh,
But the
okay.
2013 movie, which was 39 years later, that's the one that came out. Now I never saw the 2013 movie, but I admire it because I like the
Yeah,
um I like the book and the old movie.
yeah,
So
yeah. So for
yeah.
me, my favorite year for movies of this decade so far would probably be 2010 because that was the year I went to movies the most this decade.
2010. Yeah, see, here's the thing. The reason I don't like 2010, 2011 much is because it was just really just
It was
holdovers.
more reboots, but like the movies that they watched 2010 were pretty funny that I watched in theaters. Like I remember watching Death at a Funeral at the that year. I remember watching Grown Ups that year. I remember watching um, what else? What else did I see that year? I've seen quite a few movies. Lottery Ticket. That movie had me rolling with Bow Wow and T Pain. That movie had me laughing my butt off. That movie right there. Oh my god, that movie had me laughing. What else? Man, I've seen quite a few movies. So that's why I say 2010 is my favorite year because I don't really watch that many
Well,
movies this
when it comes
decade.
to 2010 movies, the only ones I liked, well, there are many I like. The only ones I liked that year was, um, let's see, Iron Man 2,
Oh yeah,
um,
I forgot about that. I didn't see it
um,
though, so that's why I mentioned it.
Kick Ass, even though that movie was terrible, but
Oh,
at the time I liked it
I
because I
remember.
was 14
I
back
mean,
then.
well, yeah, and he wasn't the one to watch radar movies. I know. I remember when that movie came out. Like, this, my cousin, he was in senior in high school when that movie. He was like 18, 17 going to 18 when that movie came out. I remember he saying, how can you ask your mom to see that movie?" Because it says because the title of the movie itself is like, how are you going to
Yeah,
actually first see that movie with
I feel like Kick Ass is one of those R-rated movies that has a bunch of like middle school jokes in there, like
like poo jokes?
yeah, like just and see Percy Jackson, the Olympians, and this one crushes me. That movie would have been so good. The Percy Jackson series had so much potential. And I
Oh,
love the books, but they blew it with the movie series. It could have been like the next Harry Potter. Like I'm not kidding. Percy Jackson, and the Olympians. That was going to be the next Harry Potter, but they screwed it up.
yeah.
So like the Lightning Thief, because that was the first book. But
Yeah.
see, they had the movie in 2010, and then they had Sea of Monsters later on. That was worse. So they just stopped the series because they failed. Like they should have gotten younger actors for that, like they did with Harry Potter. Like with the first Harry Potter movie, they made the actors very young so it could last on. So
That's true.
and another the other 2010 movie I like was Toy Story 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, I seen that, but I didn't see it. I think I seen it like in 2011 on Disney Channel when it. But I remember I was like, wow, he really grew up. Like, because in the Toy Story 2, it came out 11 years before, so he was like 7 or 8, and now he was like 18. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
because
Oh man,
11
some
years
of
like a
these movies.
sequel. 11 years, Jesus.
Oh, and this is an underrated movie from. Okay, yeah, 2010 had a lot of 2000s holdovers. I'm looking at it.
I mean, yeah,
Oh yeah. See,
that
Harry
was
Potter.
that was the
Harry.
reason why. I remember Black Nerd Comedy did a video about that. He said the reason why 2010 sucked, or 2010, 2011 sucked was because the sequels or reboots or whatever or
It was
remasters.
just basically leftovers from the previous decade. That's
Yeah,
oh, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part One. That was like Part One of the final movie. Oh, and then Twilight Eclipse was in
yeah.
2010. Man, oh my! Let me tell you something. I was
Oh, don't
never.
you don't have to tell me about Twilight. Lord Jesus, man, those girls at my middle school, all they
I
talk about
know.
was Twilight. All
I
they
know. I was never into those movies. Like I like Hunger Games. Hunger Games was way better in my opinion. Like personally, I prefer Hunger Games, but like the Twilight movies, man, there are so many people into those back then.
I mean, the books. I mean, like those. Like Twilight's probably the biggest fangirls you ever see is the Twilight fans. Like no lie, Twilight. The ironic thing about Twilight is that was the same year when Justin Bieber got famous, and like it was like fangirls of him too. So 2010 was like two of the biggest fangirls groups existed that year.
I mean, if I wanted to see Twilight, I would have seen all the movies, but I just wasn't into the Twilight series. I was
Books.
not into it.
I mean, I heard the books were pretty good. I like
Yeah.
reading, but like I never.
I just wasn't into the series. Another 2010 movie, yet
Uh,
the Karate Kid.
oh yeah, I was about to say that the remake. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
Karate
remake
Kid. I
with
mean, yeah, Jackie Chan and Jaden, yeah, Pickett, yeah, it's Will Smith's son.
yeah. Um
It was cool. I liked it, but it's nothing. It's nothing compared to the
yeah.
originals from the '80s. I watched the original one on Amazon Prime. Oh my god, that movie was good.
Yeah, and then now this is a really funny movie from 2010 I like. Grown Ups, remember that?
I told you that's what I just said. Yeah, I mentioned that
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kevin
Yeah.
James, Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, they was on that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Dave Spade.
I like the and by the way, I like the first Grown Ups better than the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, any movie with Chris Rock in that, man, it's 9 times 10 it's gonna be really funny.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, Chris Rock, man, back in the 2000s, man, Chris Rock made some funny movies. He made some funny movies in 2000s.
And then you had Tangled, which was the first of the revival.
Disney 3D
Yeah,
era.
Tangled. And then you had Megamind, which was underrated. Did I mention Megamind yet?
No, you didn't. Yeah, they made a Nickelodeon show about that. A Nickelodeon
Megamind.
cartoon.
I don't think there's a Megamind
I
show.
I believe they did made on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I don't recall.
I'm like, yeah, this was like when this was the Dark Age Nick, so that's why. But
I feel because see, it's kind of weird. I don't see how Megamind would have been turned to a series because you know the weird thing about Megamind, all the main characters in that movie were all adults. Like it was one of those kid movies where like all the main characters were adults. Like I know Cloudy Chances of a Meatball was like that too, but the difference is that one was a bit more kiddier. Megamind was kind of that for an
mature.
animated movie that was supposed to appeal to kids. I mean, it was PG, but it was kind of weird. Like all the characters were adults because when it comes to a lot of kid movies, you're gonna have animals or you're gonna have kids in there. or teens, but like Megamind had like adults as main characters. It was one of those weird movies. Like
Yeah.
it was just it was just straight up awkward, but it was still fun to watch. And then
Yeah.
yeah, Sex in the City too.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even know they made 682 that year. I know
Yeah,
they
it
only made the
was.
first.
Yeah, it
I know
was
they made the first.
mediocre.
I know they made the first one like the year before that, right? Oh, not oh 08, whatever.
It was
Yeah.
it was bland though. It wasn't all
The
that.
TV show, yeah, it appeals more towards like women, like yuppies. So it, I could see. So like for us, it wouldn't really appeal to us. But like,
Yeah.
I actually watched it. I remember when TV series used to come on a lot. On like, I mean, it's supposed to be an HBO show for like, for like explicit language, but it actually used to come on prime time TV. Like back in the day, on like I think it used to come on like CBS or whatever. You actually see, so it was kind of weird how it was supposed to be on HBO, but yet it would come on primetime TV. They had like censor all that
Oh
good
boy,
the
we're
scenes.
tired. I'm
Yeah,
looking at the Braves games. That's
yeah.
why.
Oh, okay, but yeah, I'm supposed to have somebody else on here. I know you about time. I know you wondering who I'm talking about, but yeah, that's the person I'm talking. The person I say who was born 2009. Yeah, that's him, the Breyson Run person.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Anyways, I gotta head on out because there's something else I'm trying to do. But it was great talking in with you
yeah,
for a
I
little
was
bit.
out in. Yeah, man, I'm glad you're still on here because I was like, man, my channel's kind of dead because even though I got more subscribers, nobody really comments on my videos.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that hey, I'm still, hey, I'm still, I guess I'm still exist. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
To be
there's
honest,
other stuff I'm doing like throughout this fall. So like and like also it's a football season too. And see, when football season's around, I'm like doing football talk on other sites with other people I know, like outside of y'all, because I know obviously y'all are, a lot of y'all on in the 2000s not into sports at all. So like there I go on sports forums and stuff like that, and I chat with people and stuff during football season. I'm on those sites a lot more than I am on the in the 2000s. So
yeah, I
yeah,
see.
so see, there's a lot of so like I just don't have time to be on that site right now in the
Yeah,
2000s.
I
So
understand. And then I remember when you left. I mean, I was on a site. I wasn't a member on the site yet, but I remember last year you left when you said you was going to Kennesaw State, and you was gone for like a good like 4 or 5 months.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it was about five
and
months.
then right after you left, that's when you had a new wave of 2000 borns join the
Yeah,
site.
that was yeah. Like right when I left, there were a lot of new folks on the site who
And
popped
a lot of
up.
them were born in 2000. Like you had Chimachi, you had Low Gaushin, you had Rainbow, you had Wobo, you had like all these 2000 borns. You had Danny. I'm like, dang, it's now. It's 2017. Not only feels Gen Z pop culture, it feels Gen Z on in the 2000s. Like 2000 borns are like coming in droves, came in droves that year.
Yeah. So now, for your hangout, you were originally talking to Brayson.
I mean, he didn't join yet. That's why I was still waiting before you. We haven't talked yet. I mean, we talked on the comment section, but he haven't joined yet. So,
Okay.
but he might join in a few minutes. So but
Okay.
I'm just glad you joined. I'm gonna change the titles to Hangout so that way it won't be confusing
Yeah.
to the viewers. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. But the new user on the site, I'm not sure if you spoken to her yet. Xris, she's born in like '88.
Who?
XRIS series
XRIS. I don't. Is she on the web in the
in the
2000s?
2000. Yeah, she's like really. She's been active for a minute now. But
And
like,
she came on one of your hangouts or something?
oh no, but she's on a forum. But she joined like I think a month ago, and she talking
Okay.
about how she's actually enjoys the 2010s more, the early teens more.
Oh, I know who you talking
Yeah,
about.
she's like born in the late. She's
Oh,
born in '88, and
she's so weird. Like she talked about like some of the stuff she enjoyed. She sounds like a person who enjoyed her 20s a lot. That's the
but she
best way
sounded to
to
be
describe
Chris.
her.
She sounded to be Chris because like they both born in the '80s, but yeah, they enjoyed 2000s culture even though they were
See,
like
here's the thing
teenagers.
about B Chris though. Here's the main reason why. I think he would have enjoyed 2000s culture better if he had a different family. The problem
Yeah,
is he had an extreme conservative family who,
religious family. Yeah, 'cause he said his dad was a pastor or something like that. His dad. So like they were against his like lifestyle or whatever.
like, not only because you got even some of the white pastors who are not just extreme religious, but they're even racist too. Like,
Oh well,
um,
yeah, I agree with you on
they
that.
just like it's one of the rural areas, the extreme rural conservative areas where it's
Yeah,
just all white people and
yeah,
no like nobody outside of being white at all. And it's like they just have these crazy extreme beliefs. It's like goodness.
yeah. So
Because
yeah,
even though the area I live in is conservative, it's not even that extreme. Like
yeah. It's more like
there's still enough black people in our area to where like we're like accepted, even though yes, we're still discriminated and we're still not treated equally. Like you still have white privilege, but at
yeah.
the same
It's
time,
not like
it's not like completely 100%
yeah,
white. It's not that bad.
yeah. It's not like
Yes, it's predominantly white, but it's
yeah.
not like
I mean,
that bad. Like
because my area is kind of blend, mixed. It has mixed of black, white, and you have a large. You have a large growing Hispanic population. You got like even though I live in a rural area, you got Hispanics who's actually born here who are actually now in high school. Like that's how long Hispanics has been in this area for the last like 2 decades. So you have Hispanics who actually raise their kids in the area who are now like in high school. So it's kind of interesting how this little town I live in North Carolina has like one of the largest Hispanic has the fastest growing Hispanic population in the state. But yeah, I mean, X-Risk though, I mean, I like her. She seemed pretty cool, and she, not only does she enjoy her 20s, she enjoys like the kid culture of the like early tens better than she did the like 2000 early 2000s whatever,
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
which is really interesting because I was like, wow, because like when I talk to 88 borns, they crap on the Disney Channel post Lizzie McGuire. They will crap on anything post Lizzie. They will crap on it.
Yeah.
Like when I talk to Christopher or Christopher Wilson 88 born, Corey Margero, that guy who left YouTube, and he's an 88 born. He only watched like Even Stevens and B.S. Lizzie before he stopped with Disney. So like it's interesting to see an 88 born enjoying 2010s culture to like the 2010s culture, and they was the main ones who was saying everything sucks to this decade. They were like the main age demographic who would say everything sucks, man. F today's pop culture, man. They would be the main ones who be saying that stuff. So that's really interesting to see from that perspective.
But yeah, yeah, when it comes to B Chris, his situation, I think if anybody was in that situation, depending on how long you lived with the extreme conservative family, you probably wouldn't like it no matter what. But as long as you were away, it would
Yeah,
probably be the best
he
time of
kind of
your
reminds
life.
me of Michael Jackson. Like when you look at Michael Jackson's life, his parents were like that too, and like he lived even though he was like famous and rich, he lived his parents till he was like 30, and he never had a childhood, so I could see why Big
You know
Chris.
what? And that's the thing. A lot of people think that when it comes to famous people who's like really rich and they're like multimillionaires, they're the richest people in the world. They could be multimillionaires or billionaires, but the thing is, their lives are like really stressful and they're horrible. They're comparing themselves to the other people in the industry, and not only that, but like they have a very strict schedule. They're like practicing their lyrics. They're like practicing their singing all the time. They're performing. They're like going all over and stuff like that, and it affects their mind and stuff like that. You know, it's not they get stressed out. And like you look at Demi Lovato, for example, like she was that big advocate for being against drugs, and all of a sudden she just
Started doing drugs herself.
again, like you
Yeah,
know,
and
because she was just sent in the hospital again, and then look at who else you got, like it's just so many tragic stories like these, and
yeah,
not only that, especially in the social media era we're in now, like you know the pressure is all on them, like you know
yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
when you're like really famous, all eyes are on you, and it's like,
yeah. And if you mess up, you gonna really, you gonna be, everybody's gonna, put you on blast. They gonna, they gonna put you on blast. Gonna put you on their blogs. Your name's gonna be, you gonna be blasted all over social media. They're gonna make memes of you. Like, I mean, I've seen like so many people wanted to kill themselves because of, you know, because of the pressure of being famous. Like, it's crazy.
yeah, you got, and a lot of these famous people, they have their own multi-million dollar homes, and I mean not just one but multiple, and yet they're not even in there that much because of
Yeah,
how busy they are.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, like what Dave Chappelle says, this is why I cannot be a celebrity. Because man, if you slip up once, man, they not gonna. Man, oh my god,
Yeah.
you slip up one time, man. Oh my god, it's gonna be it's. Mm. Like, I mean, like, but when you look at, I mean, because I'm not sure we saw. I watched the interview today, well, yesterday actually. Kanye West explained why he said the stuff he said about Trump. Why he supported Trump or whatever. He's back in Chicago. He did an interview where he said, "Why?" The guy said, "Why you support Trump? Why?" He said, "I support everybody." He said, "I'm not a politician. I support Obama. I will support Hillary. I just want people to just to get over to political political lines and just like focus on like what really is important. I'm like, oh wow, like when he said that, he said that it makes you like, wow, Kanye West, he's actually not that crazy. I mean, and then he was talking about, well, why do you say 400 years of slavery, was a choice? And he said, well, because like I'm talking about mental slavery, like, I mean, we still complain about stuff that happened to us, like, for in the 1600s, 16, 1700s, 16, 17, 1800s, when like other races got over their oppression. Like, we still complain about the same stuff when, we in a new age and we want an open society.
Yeah, one thing about Kanye West, I only care about the good music he makes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't give a
crap. I
crap.
know you want to say it, but yeah, don't, yeah. I
Yeah,
know, yeah.
I just
But
don't feel. I'm just not in that mood right now. Cause I mean, I'm not that upset about it, but I'm just being honest. Like, I don't give a f like what he does outside of his music when it comes to Kanye West. If he gives me good music,
yeah, I mean,
then that's why I'll listen to his music. But
yeah, I
when it
mean,
comes to what he does outside the music industry, I really don't care.
yeah,
So
I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean, I mean, I never really, I mean, I haven't been a fan of Kanye since, in a long time, but,
yeah,
you
I
know,
mean, like there's crazy things he did well before then. So I'm
yeah, I
not
mean, the
making a
Taylor
big
Swift
deal about that.
situation, Taylor Swift situation, that's when kind of started. When he said Beyonce got the best wave of all times, and that's when this started. That's when people started to really say, man,
Yeah.
he's really crazy.
Kanye's done insane stuff well before the slavery is a choice statement he
Like
made.
it goes back to when his mom died. That's when he really just like lost it. I mean, but even early in his career, he was saying crazy stuff. Like he was the same person who said Bush doesn't care about black people when Katrina happened, and it shocked the America. Like Bush was like, "That's not true." he had to, he actually had to. They actually mentioned that in the CNN 2000s documentary, what Kanye West said about Bush. So yeah, Kanye West. I mean, I'm not. I mean, again, I'm not a fan of his music, but I do like him as a person better because, I mean, he doesn't think like he's basically saying that, hey, even though I'm black, even though I'm from Chicago, whatever, I don't have to think like everybody, every single. I don't have to have these monolithic rules. Like I have to vote this way, I have to dress this way, in order to be considered black. Like he made skinny jeans, wearing pink, and wearing Louis Vuitton like cool for black people. Like he made that cool. He made that joint cool. He was called weird for doing that stuff, and now it's cool for other hip hoppers to do what he do.
Yeah.
So I respect Kanye in that respect because not only for his music, but because he doesn't mind doing what's outside of you know norms for like
Also, Lil Wayne, he also said that he doesn't like look at race at all, and he said he's blessed that he's never
yeah.
experienced
He said I'm a
racism,
young
which is very weird, especially not only with how dark skinned black he is, but with also all the tattoos he has
yeah
as well. It's
because
kind
you
of
think
strange.
he'll feel ostracized because he wear tattoos, he got dreads, he's from New
Gold teeth,
Orleans. Yeah,
all this.
he's like he fits the stereotypical image of a rapper, but yet he doesn't feel that racism exists because his he has he's well respected among suburban white kids. He's well he like kids today still talk about Lil Wayne, and he hasn't really been hot in a long time. And kids today still talk about Lil Wayne. That's how you know Lil Wayne has a legacy, has a like built his built a huge legacy off of just making good music and not caring about what other people think. Like
Yeah, that's just how he is. So
yeah, oh, yeah, like because I was talking to like younger kids who are like this who listen to like Yachty or Post Malone or whatever Migos. They still talk about Lil Wayne. Like they still, oh yeah, Lil Wayne. Yeah, listen, I know I'm listening to Lil Wayne. Like that's yeah, Lil Wayne is still respected among today's teens.
yeah,
So yeah, another person who yeah man like that's why I like that's why you and Nerdy that's why me and you and Nerdy can like really get along because we both kind of go outside of our culture, what our cultural norms a bit, you know, our culture norms of like, of what being African American is, whatever, a little bit.
trust me, I will never be stereotypical black. Like that. I mean, never. That has never been me because even just naturally, I'm just gonna do what I do. That's just
Yeah.
so. But anyways, Mario, I got to go. So
All right, MQG.
yeah, I'll see you later. And by the way, who's that Tara Keller
Oh, that's the
person?
Breyson. Oh, that's his. He uses his mom account. That's why. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. But
Yeah.
all right, take care.
All right, MQ. All right. So we just had MQG in here. I know I wasn't expecting him to join. He was, I pretty much abandoned my in the 2000s community because I just been like focusing on like changing up my channel. So Brayson, if you're still on here, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting him to join, but hopefully I wasn't expecting him to join. Hold on, let me see what's going on. Okay. He's probably left by this point because I've been yeah. But yeah, I wasn't expecting MQG to join, but thank you MQG for joining this hangout. It's really a pleasure talking to you. About the things we talk about. Like I really am, just happy that you're doing well. Hope everything goes well for you and Keenshaw State. And Hope everything goes well for you at Kingsville State, and wish you the best. I know you're gonna be gone. You're gonna be gone for a bit. I'm probably gonna be gone from 2000 as well. So yeah, but for those who are new here, in 2000 is a forum site I am on. Um, I am pretty active on that site. Not as active as I was just like a month ago because I was just kind of been busy with my like building my brand and growing my YouTube channel and really just trying to you know figure out how can I make my passion into a lucrative profession, and that's why I we kind of been away from the forum sites, but you know just kind of give you guys an idea of what Inner 2000 is. Let me show you. So yeah, this is the site right here. So yeah, this is in the 2000s. See, they have like they talk about like different decades of like pop culture or like what is ever going on in the world at the time. Let me see. Dang, nobody like. Okay, yeah, this is me right here, and Walker 1996. But yeah, this is what in 2000s look like. But if Breyson don't join, I would just call him on like regular hangouts because at this point I've been streaming for like 2 hours and I don't want to keep him. I don't want this stream to be like super long. But I'm just gonna like maybe just like call him or whatever. But I really enjoyed doing this stream. I mean, even though it was kind of kind of dry, but it was nice for MPG to join. But hopefully next time I do this, I can do an actual live stream because I've been dying to do a video with Breyson. So I'm just gonna end this right here. Let's see if Breyson's still on here. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna end this right here. So, because I've been doing this for too long, and yeah, but thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Peace.